Hey guys, welcome to day 30 of the Embrace Your Light Aerial Yoga series. For our final day together, you'll focus on your light and give yourself a big hug for completing this series. You know you have a light within you, and you know that everyone has light within them. But what does this light actually mean? And how can you be consciously connected to it all of the time? Imagination and repetition is key here. Create practices that remind you to imagine your light in all its different aspects, like we've gone through in this series. The light within me sees the light within you. May we be a reflection of our light within each other. Today, you will embrace your light. Let's start in our seat today. So you're going to start with grounding down through your sit bones into the earth. Let's start to close the eyes or soften your gaze. Starting to take that little scan of your body. Start to imagine a lighthouse in your mind's eye. And your lighthouse starts to look and scan your body, shining a light on all the different aspects of your physical body, the emotional holdings that are within your physical body as well. It shines a light on the stories that are on repeat within you. Take a big breath in, fill up. Arrive into your space as you exhale. Imagining that lighthouse shining light within you. Shining light in all those dark places that you might not be aware of that are hiding. Noticing how the light doesn't linger for very long on each part of you. It continuously moves, scanning. Take a big breath in, fill up. And breathe out into the earth, down through your body. Starting to form your intention. Your intention around your light. An anchor for you to connect in, remembering your light. This could be, I am light. This could be, I embrace my light. Take a big breath in, fill up with your intention. And then push that intention down through your body. Send it down into the soles of your feet. And blinking your eyes open, give me a smile. Let's start your Pranayama, your alternate nose breathing exercise for class today. You're going to get your right hand, extend your thumb, pinky finger, and your peace fingers. Bring those peace fingers to your third eye, the space between your brows. Close or soften your eyes again. And take a preparatory breath. Breathe in. And exhale. Close your right nostril. Breathe into your left. Close both at the top. Release your right and breathe out. Breathe into your right. Close at the top. Breathe out of your left. First round, 4 more. Breathe into your left. Close at the top. Breathe out of your right. Breathe into your right. Close at the top. Breathe out of your left. Breathe into your left. Close at the top. Breathe out of your right. Breathe into your right. Close at the top. Breathe out of your left. Breathe in to your left. Close at the top. Breathe out of your right. Breathe in to your right. Close at the top. Breathe out of your left. Last one, breathe in to your left. Close at the top. Breathe out of your right. Breathe in to your right. Close at the top. Breathe out of your left. Place your hand down to your knee, coming back to a normal breath. Feeling and sensing that lightness that is in your body. Anchoring into your intention once again, take a big inhale, fill up. And breathe down through your body into your feet. Know that you are light. The lighthouse that you see in your mind's eye, scanning yourself for sensation, out of curiosity, scanning. You are that lighthouse. You are the shining beacon of light. Take a big inhale. Filling up with your own light, push it down through your body, set it like stone. Blinking your eyes open, give me a smile. Let's get started with today's class. Today's class, you will be doing all of my favorite poses in the hammock. So let's get started with everyone's favorite, the neck stretch, the neck decompression stretch. So you're going to get your hammock, bring it around in the front. You might need to scooch back a little bit underneath the plumb line or just behind the plumb line, just to create some space. Opening up the hammock, you're going to find the edge that's closest to you and bring both feet inside. The open hammock will come up underneath the knee. Both feet inside. All that excess hammock that's on the other side, you're going to bring it through the middle. Through the middle. And then coming down onto your back. Lifting up the hips to come down underneath your plumb line. Laying all the way down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. And that edge that you have in your hands that you've brought through the middle, lifting up your head, and then place your head inside of the hammock. You might need to move your ears to be flat against the head so they're comfortable. Being careful if you're wearing earrings, or maybe take the earrings out. And those knees are in the chest. Opening up the arms wide to a T. Staying here for a breath. Allow yourself to arrive into this position, into this supportive hammock position. Noticing how your neck feels, and only if it feels good, you might bring one ear down to your shoulder to open up one side, and then bring the opposite ear down to the other shoulder. Take a couple more space through the head if it feels good. Lengthening your breath with your movement. Connecting and staying connected to your light, imagining your light. Last one, meeting back in center. If your neck feels okay, you might be able to straighten your legs, pressing your feet into the hammock, and then slowly start to straighten the legs. This will increase the stretch around your neck, on your neck. So notice that your shoulders are relaxed. And you can come and bring those knees back bent if it feels better, if this is too much. Take a big breath in. Feel your shoulders relax as you exhale. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Just allow yourself to rest and find peace. Taking one more big breath in. And exhale. Start to curl your knees back into your chest. And taking a spinal twist here, so bring the knees over to the right and just keep your head neutral. Take one more big inhale, fill up. And exhale. Bring your knees back through center. Bring your knees over to the other side, over to the left. Gentle spinal twist in the other direction. And take one more big breath here. And let something go as you exhale. Bring your knees back through center. You're going to bring your head outside of the hammock and onto the ground. So grabbing onto the edges around your ears, slowly, gently bring your head to the ground. Bring your feet out long, extend the legs. You might choose to take a little sway of the feet from side to side, massaging your lower back into the ground. And then move back through center. You're going to bring your feet outside of the hammock. Okay, grabbing both sides of the hammock, you're going to pull up with your hands, lifting your feet up towards the sky through the center of the hammock. So lifting up the hips, and then just gently bring the feet out wide so the knees will lock onto the hammock. Take a little sway here. The knees locked around the outside. Great. Coming back to center, you're going to bring your right leg to meet the left. So straighten out that right leg, bring it over both sides and bring it onto the left. Beautiful. Knees into the chest, hanging onto the hammock. Reach up onto the hammock with your hands, tucking up into a little ball. So raising up the hips and then come into a forward fold. Hugging the knees, chin into the chest. Take a big breath in. Relax as you exhale, curling in on yourself, feeling your light grow within you with each breath. And then gently bring your head over your hips. You're going to grab onto that hammock again, roll back along your spine. The feet will come out wide, grabbing onto the hammock and then pulling yourself up. Bring the hands through the center, so you're coming into this lovely surrender chest and pelvic, chest and pectoral stretch, and then come all the way forward. So you're coming onto your knees and leaning gently into the hammock. The hammock's underneath the arms, along the top of the chest. Bring your chin into your chest, release any tension in the neck, let it hang heavy. Option to take some movement here, so listen to your body, notice what you need. You might take a little rock of your head from side to side, maybe draw some circles or nod the head yes or no. You might even take a little twist here, so bring the hands around to one side to get into the sides and the lats just a little bit, and over to the other side. Notice as well if it would feel good to start to lift up the chest and press it even stronger into the hammock, pushing forward. And again, maybe a little twist through the chest, a sway through the chest. Release the head a little heavier, sway through the head and the neck. Take one more big breath in. If you're in this leaning forward position, sink your hips down onto your heels and walk back. So walk back underneath your plumb line. You're going to come into a child's pose. So come into kneeling first, rolling the spine over itself, heart over hips. You're going to bring the hammock onto the hip flexors, so pressing down with both hands, and then grab the hammock with your hip flexors bending forward, noticing that it's underneath your hip bones and not on your belly. And then forearms to the ground, slide and slither down, keeping the hammock in place underneath the hip bones. coming through for your hip flexor massage. Staying here for a couple of breaths, you might gently allow yourself to sink heavier and heavier into the hammock for a deeper massage. Open up more and more. If it doesn't feel good, which it tends not to if you're not used to this, you've got a lot of sensitivity in your hips, you're going to stay on your forearms, maybe tuck the toes and keep lifting out of the hammock so you can control how much weight you're putting into the hammock. Wherever you are, you've got options here. So you might keep your chest on the ground or head on the ground. You might keep your forearms on the ground. Option here to bring your feet off the ground and take some big circles through the knees. So allowing the hips to click back into place and taking circles in both directions. Option here to also hook your feet onto each side of the hammock, onto the outside. So toes will hook around the outside and take a little sway through the lower back. Taking one more breath wherever you are, and then gently coming back to center, releasing the feet to the ground. All right, so feet to the ground, you're gonna come into your reclined goddess or inverted goddess. So to get there, you're gonna lift up your knees, come onto your left forearm, reach your right arm back behind you. Lifting up your feet, bend both heels into the glutes. Start to open up through the chest, lift up really high on that right arm, and then keeping the hammock in place, you're going to twist around all the way onto your back with control. So the hammock should be able to stay in place. So it's sort of underneath the hip bone, still on the fleshy part of the glutes, so that it feels comfortable on the lower back. It's not pressing into any of the vertebra. From here, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together on the front side of the hammock. You might take a little sway here if that feels good for your body, or you might just stay in stillness. It's up to you. Take one more big breath in and a big breath out. Relax. You're gonna press your ankles into the hammock and lift up your hips. Lifting up the hips, squeeze the glutes, and then lay the hips back down. Take two more just like that. Press your hips up, squeeze the glutes, and lower back down. One more time, lifting up the hips and lower back down. That's it. You're gonna bring your feet down onto the ground. So gripping underneath your ankles onto the hammock, feet come out wide and to the other side. And then gently, slowly bring your sit bones onto the ground. The hammock moves up onto the upper back underneath the shoulders, and then lean back into the hammock. You're gonna bring your soles of the feet on the ground, so knees are bent. Grab for opposite elbows over your head, and then start to press back into the hammock. So opening up the chest. You can choose to keep your chin into your chest or lean back, look up towards the sky, whatever feels comfortable. Big breath in here and a big breath out. Beautiful. Crossing your ankles, come back into your seat. You're gonna find one edge of your hammock on both sides and open up the hammock behind you. Whoop, that's not right. So one side of the hammock. And bring your shoulders in through the center. Lean on inside the hammock. That's it. And allow yourself to extend your arms overhead. I'm going to take some sways here. So sway the body over to one side, over to the other side. Long, deep breaths through the belly and chest and shoulders, and big exhales, let go. Surrender into your light, embrace your light. Come back through center. You're gonna bring all that excess hammock that's around your hands through the center of the hammock, soles of the feet to the ground. So through the center of the hammock, and you're gonna bring one foot at a time inside of the hammock. So similar to our starting position, we're not coming into the neck decompression stretch though. So feet are inside, the other end of the hammock. Reaching up high onto the hammock edge that's around your shoulders. You're gonna press into, you're gonna come into a seat. So stretch out the legs and raise the heart over your hips. Reach up really high with that edge that's closest to you. So lean back with the shoulders and then start to lift up your hips, opening up through the front line of the body. Shoulders press away from the ears. Bend your knees through the middle of the hammock. Come into a kneeling position, shoulders over the heart. Bring the hammock all the way through the center. And you'll lay down on the side of your body, so grabbing one side, whichever side feels good for you. Lay on down, inside. You might take a little flourish here, extending one arm, and then turning your body to face up, coming through for your cocoon. Reaching your arms overhead. You may need to move the hammock up so you've got enough of the hammock to come over the head and over the arms. Coming inside for your cocoon, all the way inside. Taking long, deep breaths. Feeling the support of the hammock surrounding you. Feeling the sense of mother, of nurture, of joy. The gratitude of the experience of this series that you've gifted yourself. The gratitude for showing up each day to make time and connection to you so that you can embrace your light, see yourself with light. Take one more big breath in. Big breath out. Know that you can stay here for as long as you need to. Staying in your cocoon, in your Shavasana. Staying with your lights, connecting in, feeling it grow and expand, envelop you. Whenever you're ready to move, there is no rush. Take your time. You'll meet me in your seat. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana for the end of class today. And maybe you meet in your seat with me if you're ready to end class. Start to close your eyes in your seat. Bring both hands open over the heart, stacking on top of each other. Feel your heart's energy, your light, your love. Take a big breath in, feel up into the crown of your head. Push your light down through your body and into the earth, grounding you down into your light. Bring your chin into your chest, bow your mind to your heart. Acknowledge that light within, send gratitude to yourself. From my heart to yours, the light within me sees, honors, cherishes the light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this series. I truly appreciate you being here. So that brings us to the end of our 30-day journey. I can't believe how quickly that went. Thank you all for joining me on this journey of embracing our light together. I'd like to leave you with a few resources to continue your aerial yoga journey from here. Firstly, you can always come back to this series here on YouTube. From my channel, if you click playlists, you'll find the whole series here if you want to go through it again. But also, I'll be continuing to post new aerial yoga videos here on the channel twice per week. So make sure you're subscribed to join in for those. There's also my paid course, Aerial Yoga Life, which is perfect if you're looking to advance your aerial yoga practice. My classes here on YouTube are shorter and designed for beginners. And while the course is also aimed at beginners on the hammock, over 30 days, it will take you through classes specifically designed to build your strength on the aerial hammock and then advance you into more intermediate to advanced skills. Dozens of students have already gone through the course and come out with amazing transformations. In addition, you also get weekly hour-long live classes with me where I can give you feedback and assistance with your practice. There's also an extensive pose tutorial library as well. So if you're looking for high quality structured training, then you can learn more about Aerial Yoga Life in the description. The last thing, we have Embrace Your Light t-shirts available if you're interested. Also, I've been putting together a complete booklet of the series, which is also available for purchase down below. So that covers everything. Again, thank you for joining me on this journey. I definitely hope you'll continue to join me here on YouTube or on Instagram, or maybe even inside Aerial Yoga Life. Thank you so much. I wish you all the love and light in the world, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.